Hey guys, Thomas from Team Sakurasou here, come at you guys with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch, and today we've got some waifus, we've got Genesis, and we've got cards that are announced for support, or archetypes I should say. So we're going to get into all of that very quickly. If you guys could hit that like button, 100 likes on this video would be great. Subscribe if you have not already. If you're buying any cards off TCG Player, use my link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. And we're just going to get right into here. Just remember to leave a comment as well. Let me know what cards I'm going over next Market Watch. So, Sky Striker Ace 0. We do have the Sky Striker stuff. We know when we're going to get it in. And it's not going to be too long. Right now, these are about 130, but they're about going up to 140, 147, 150 at the bottom of the page here. This card was closer to 200, and then it's just slowly been dropping. If you did want one of these, I hate to say that, oh, you know, this card's going to keep dropping. Wait, you don't have to spend 100 on one copy. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I think maybe your cheapest you're probably going to get is for maybe 125, 120. And that's like seeing if you buy them somewhere now, like you have a player at your locals that has this card, maybe he's at 130 going up to 140. It's like, just give me like 120, maybe even 115 for you, maybe cuts you a bit of a deal. I'd probably end up taking that. Now, the regular secret is actually going up as well. These are 2021 here. This card was a 10er. Now it's going up to about 20, right? So, you know, for Sky Striker players, I know that 20 is a little old. I'm just kidding. I say that as someone who loves Sky Striker, by the way. I was about to not say that joke, but I couldn't help myself. But yeah, she's about 20 bucks here. I think that when we get the cards in, if this card's not there, which this card would be too early to be there, we could see this card going up to about 30, 40, especially if boxes are still around $35. Sky Striker Ace alt art here, these are 45 going up to about 55, 60 here, so you can get some copies cheaper very quickly before it goes back up to 60. But we've seen this card be around 50s, 60s, 70s before, but we also did see this card around 30, 35. So that's when I told people to grab them. You have a little window to still get them cheaper than what they're going to be, but you are missing that window of opportunity. You've already sacrificed some. The regular Sky Striker Ace right now, I'm going to be honest with you guys here, I don't really like this artwork at all. I would rather prefer her like original T-posing Gmod one version, or I would rather have like this one rather than this. And that's not just because of the money. Let's say all of them were sub $1, I wouldn't choose this one. This would be last. I don't like its artwork. I'm glad they chose this artwork for the $300 to $350. I know Sully's. $350 here. Sully's is a cool locals. I hear some good things about them. I've been there before and had a good time. Nice ramen place near there if you're in Illinois. Seems like a cool locals. I popped it there like 2-3 times. I had a blast. But with Sky Striker Ace right here, I'm just glad that I can get this for way cheaper, and then, you know, whoever wants this can have it. Then we have Shizuku. Right now, these are 35, 47, going up to 70. So it goes up to $70 here, 35. You guys know what I'm about to say. Go ahead, get your copies while you can. Witchcrafters are getting support, and they're actually combining it with Endymion, which is something I did not expect at all. We only have one card revealed, but people are already making moves, and we are bound to get more than just one card, so we haven't seen all of it yet. I do like how Konami is combining archetypes. They're doing that more now. I think that's very cool, because like, oh, instead of running like 15 engines or pile or whatever, we can make, you know, archetypes have a little more synergy here, and this is how we could bridge. A lot of people think to themselves, Concealer and Tellar Knights. I personally wanted Shadal and Evil Swarm. That would have been a dream come true. Would have absolutely loved that. But hey, oh well, I guess we get to combine with the, you know, Crayon Eater deck known as Infernoid. Witchcrafter at Madame Ver is $13, $15 for her. You know, everyone likes her little smug. I don't know. I like this card. It just like, it looks to me like she's like on her throne looking down at you like pathetic. I don't know. I liked Witchcrafters, but playing them just felt very boring. It was very apparent that they were missing a lot when they were released, and Infinity Chasers in general kind of felt that way. This really did feel like our Soul Burning Volcano set. It really, really did. But sets weren't flopping that hard back then. And even though boxes are 110, 120, and people like the archetypes, they just weren't that good out of the box and got neglected very, very quickly. It just really sucks. I did say I did play Witchcrafter Shaddolls back then because I was like, you know what? Let me bust out the old Shaddolls. Let me try this out with Witchcrafters. You know, we may have easy construct access, and Winda's going to win you games no matter what, right? Slapping a Winda on board will win you a game. That's just how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, even 2025. And even in 2026, where actually, I don't know where this year went, everybody. I really, really don't. But I just didn't really like it. I dropped the deck after a week. So let's see what they do. Witchcrafter creation here. This is just your searcher. This card is about $10 here. It goes up to like 12 here. This card's always been about $5, so it's doubled in price. Witchcrafter Pittore is about $2, while your Auroras are about $1.50. And then you have your Holidays, which are about $2, but this has the Ultra reprint. I think it's Magnificent Mavens. Oh no, it's the Mega Pack. It's the Mega Pack. We did get, I believe, the Maven. It was Mama that had Witchcrafter reprints as well. But this card has a reprint, so it's not going to suffer as much. And people also don't know how good the Witchcrafter stuff's going to be and what the ratios are. So I think a lot of people are kind of just getting what is already expensive just in case. And the cheaper stuff is like if you want to gamble on it. That's kind of how I'm seeing it right now. Number 99. Now, I might mispronounce this. I like to call it the Gaia deck just cuz. But the Omnomat deck in Genesis is picking up a lot of steam. And number 99 is actually picking up some of that steam. Right now, $6, $8 for your Unlimiteds, which is not bad. $5 to $7, $8 for an old secret like this. Your first eds, hey, 6s for light plays. Hey, that sounds very fair to me. 10 for your near mints does go up from there. In fact, if we go near mints here, yeah, it goes up to 18 here, $10 to 18. So I'm not really too shocked here. The mega packs are $4 here, $5. Then you also have Diabellstar, the Black Witch. These are 52 here, going up to 60, but people are listing these a little lower. I've noticed that the sales for TCG has been a little lower, and this always happens around later November. I said this in my last market watch, but there was an issue where a lot of people just did not see that video, which is weird because right now it's got like 500 views, right? Usually lower than my 800 to 1,000-ish, right? Okay, you know, happens, sure. But I got more likes on this video than some of these other videos, so I didn't really know what was happening with the algo and all that. So if you haven't checked out my last market watch, go check it out, as well as consider being a channel member. Hey, if you're a channel member already, thank you so much. The lowest tier is $2. You get access to channel member only videos, and you get emotes as well as probably some other goodies. I'm going to see what I could do next year, especially since I'm starting my new job. So I do want to, you know, work on the channel a little more before that. Just in case I don't get the chance to. You know, when it comes to adding something new. Diabellstars are 52, though. Not too bad here. Also, hit that like button if you haven't subscribed, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss videos like these. So, Diabellstar, the quarter century from Age of Overlord, is about a little higher only, and these are harder to pull. These are a lot harder to pull, and these have dipped in the last 3 months insanely. This is wild to me. I think that people, even though I think some people are going to like this because even I like this alt art more, the original art is still a banger. It still looks good. I think a lot of people are like, you know what? I like the original over the alt art. I've seen mixed opinions, but this is a lot harder to pull, and it's rivaling the price. And this kind of speaks about, hey, artwork versus scarcity here, because we're having the difference between a card that's really hard to pull, while, you know, compared to, you know, a Black Witch over here, which looks a lot better, but easier to pull, and the prices are actually quite close. So I still think maybe you guys should be looking into this one, or both, just in case. That's something I kind of get both in, because it could go either way. And look, I'm usually confident about when I tell you guys to get a card. I'm not a financial advisor. When I tell you guys to get both, it means I don't have the certainty to tell you which one's gonna win in the long run. So, hey, so you could bet on 2 horses, right? You can bet on 2 horses. Blazing Cartesia here, $100, still $105. People are saying this card could go a little higher as well, and I wouldn't really be too shocked if it actually does. But I think that a lot of people who have this already have it. That's kind of the problem with this card. Whoever has this, you know, since they have their set, they're just sitting on it. I think this is a card that's going to be interesting to look at, but I think this card probably peaked at 100 when it was 130. That's when I said call it a day because, you know, hey, free money, right? OG Blazing Cartesias are 7 to 8. These were 20. 7 to 8's not bad, but if you want, get the Mega Pack. Dollar here. $1.50 for your secrets, not bad at all. Also, very quickly, if you guys are buying on TCG Player, on November 28th, so not like 9 days, there will be a Cyber Weekend, right, where it's 10% store credit. If you guys are buying anything on TCG Player then or right now, please use my link down in the description below. Helps out the channel to no additional cost to you. Bond between the teacher and the student here. $18, about 18. This is one of those cards where a lot people don't realize this. This card was printed. Dual Power was, I want to say it was 2018. And it's been about 7 years. And I think it's kind of insane because they just forgot to reprint this. So it's just been this like $20-ish card roughly for about a year. It's not that there's like a lot of people want this card. It's just, you know, collectors want it. People want it for their Dark Magician decks and all that. I think, even though I don't see this played in Dark Magician decks, but I'm just, you know, maybe casuals. They don't really follow the format. They just want to play whatever cards they like, right? Which is nothing wrong with that. This card does look pretty cool. I think that this is definitely a card that should have been a secret somewhere, but it should get a reprint as a secret somewhere, like a throwaway set. I think it'd be a very cool secret reprint, something that would help sell the set, and it would be a decent reprint because this was $20. Just my opinion here. Another old card they also forgot to reprint is Guardian Slime, Rage of Ra. This was at least like pre-2020. I don't want to give this a specific year. I really don't remember. I want to say like 2019 though. Right now, $18 for your Guardian Slimes. Rage of Ra was definitely a set. People consider this one of the worst legendary duelists of all time by far. And if you look at it right now, I mean, we got the Egyptian God Slime QC in Rarity 1. It kind of is like that. Ghost Rare Raws, might as well look at these real quick for fun. 105, 95 for a light play. You know what? Count me in. That is definitely really good. You got 18 listings. Oh, 100, my fault, going up to 156. So you have cheaper copies here, and it is going up. That's not bad at all. Then you have Valkyrie, Brahindel. So Genesis is experimenting a little bit with Valkyrie. I don't think it's going to be meta relevant, but these cards haven't been reprinted since 2018 either. And they are seeing some sales volume actually because of Genesis. Right now, these are $10, going up to $15, $16, $17. It would be very cool if Konami gave them a little bit more support, just because of Genesis, and been like, oh, you know what? Let's just give them a little more support here since they're seeing playing Genesis. They're probably not going to break the format anyway. Your rides are about $8, $9, going up to $10. And then your Mischief of the Time Goddesses are about $8. Remember, all of these cards are short print. All of them. So keep that in mind. You know, you're not going to find this sealed anywhere here. Where's the Savage Strike girl? She's right here. Now, she's not short print here, but she's like about 50 cents. You can't even round up to $1. First Ed's maybe $1. Yeah, first Ed's near mids. I could safely call that about $1 or $2. But, you know, you have a lot of usable copies for pennies on the dollar. And the sales history here isn't crazy. But in November, you know, it's picking up 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, it's not really making a dent here, but there are sales here. Definitely the stupidest looking one. You know, stupid horse and stupid girl. Garden Rose Maiden. So, I actually did get my own copy. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I did get this card as a trade. And the guy who gave it to me, funny enough, wanted a Ghost Rare. I got for $20. It was a foreign Ghost Rare. Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. I got for very, very cheap when I was doing a deal, and I threw it in the trade binder because I'm like, you know what? If it goes, it goes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, whatever. And he wanted that, and it was about this like $5 difference. So, you know, he got another $5 card, and I got my Garden Rose Maiden, and I was on my way. And I'm really happy because this card's beautiful. Looks absolutely gorgeous. I kind of want to pick one more up, but you know what? Not a hurry. I got my one copy. I'm happy about that. Dodo Warrior. This is a card that you guys need to be picking up. Now, before I go further, remember, hit that like button, subscribe. Other cards I'm going over next Market Watch. Thank you, YouTube channel members, for being one. And check out our Discord in the description below. So, Dodo Warrior. Also, guys, check out TCG Creator. I don't have it for the last week because I've been having an extension issue with it. And I want time to look into it, but I just assumed that would fix itself, which I know that logic's stupid, especially because, let's just say one of my jobs is fixing things, actually. So, not marriages, though. But Dodo Warrior here. But yeah, TCG Creator will come up soon. Just, be aware of that. I'll have that link. The site's still operating, so you guys can still make your own portfolios. Really nice guy who runs the site as well, by the way. Anyway, Dodo Warriors, $5-6 here. We are getting that Tellar Knight support soon, and we have one more card to be revealed. And I think once we do, the Tellar Knight buyouts will either happen or they won't. And Dodo Warrior is a great card for that archetype. I personally cannot wait to play it. I am extremely excited to play it. Actually, if anything can get me off my ass to play the game, it is Tellar Knights. Except for the FTK. That was not fun. But besides that, these at 5-6, you might want to get these. The Omnomat deck's doing good in Genesis, and they're probably going to get more. Both the archetypes again are probably going to be getting more support. Tellar Knight definitely has one more card, so yeah, definitely $5-6. This is an ultra you're going to want to get. Then you have the QCs. These were bought out at 25 to 30, and while they've repopulated, people are like, you know what, we'll let them go at 28, but we're not, putting these up for $15-16 anymore. No way, Jose. So the Starlights are around this price here. I'm actually gonna have one more card because I was yapping a little bit. The ghost rare in question that I got rid of was Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. We're actually gonna take a look at all these. The ghost rares are about 55 for your first and your mints. Going up here. In fact, if we go light play and we put first edition, $60 here, 19 listings. But yeah, 43 for light play, so that's not bad at all for a Ghost Rare Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. This is definitely one of the last Ghost Rares I actually really, really liked. And I didn't even play during Dimension of Chaos, actually. This was just not a set I was... No, maybe I did, actually. I just don't... Actually... No, I do. I forgot if Clash of Rebellions, like a little bit after Clash of Rebellions, I just, cold quit. Because I was like, just wasn't enjoying the game. Got my stuff stolen, and then, college was happening. I kind of just took it as a sign and called it a day. Came back 2 years later, and, eventually Team Sakurasou was born. Then you also, actually, I want to check out this guy as well. Scarlet Ultis are $17, $20. Then you have Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend. These secrets are about $5 for your OGs. First sets are $8. And then your Black Luster Soldier Ultimate Rare. Now, I have this card in my personal collection because it looks cool. These are $50, $60. I think this is too much for this card, and you can see the graph. It doesn't seem very healthy that this happened, but the last sales, you do have two near mints at 90, 60. You have an LP at 30, which, for $10 more, this card was around 20. Okay, sure, but 50 to 55, that is a lot to ask for this card. I don't believe it has a reprint either. It just has the Ultra as well. We're going to just, okay, that's not what I did. Let's do, I forgot the Super Soldier. Yeah, no, you have the Mega Pack, actually. Okay, so you have a Mega Pack, but the Ultra here is like $8, $9, $10 here. So if you got the ultis, good job. I have two ultis because I told myself, I bet this card's going to go up for some stupid reason one day. I'm going to be tempted to sell it. Let me get, and I remember this. I was going to get KFC specifically. I was like, okay, you know what? I want KFC, but I really don't want to eat a sandwich. But you know what? If I eat a sandwich today and save some money, I'll put that second, copy or that KFC money towards another ulti. This was like years ago, by the way. I don't know why I remember it, but I remember the KFC I went to as well. I love that KFC in Taco Bell. It's great. They don't make their chicken smaller in their little famous bowls. If you guys don't know, the famous bowls, their chicken got a lot smaller. I tell people fast food's not worth it anymore. It hasn't been for a long time because of its pricing. So definitely try to eat at like a diner or something. Chili's is great. Yeah, I take my wife to Chili's and it's good. But yeah, your ultras are $8, $9 here. Glad I got myself another ulti. I'm probably gonna have to dig it up. But with that being said, guys, leave a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.